Hello, my name is Danilo Martinez, and I'm going to explain and share my thoughts and comparisons about the Baylor survey, the necessity to emphasize religion, and some other opinions. As expected, I noticed that not too many peers share the exact same opinion as me. To generate a better overview, religion is a topic, in my opinion, that has a lot of people wondering what the truth really is. When I saw this survey have questions about believing in God, Satan, heaven, hell, and so on, this made me realize that these topics must be real if other people around the world, or at least in the United States, have the same questions about me when it comes to religion. It is almost too much to handle when it comes to believing in a person or spirit that we have never personally seen. But that can be the argument within many individuals when it does come to religion and having faith. Well, in regards to morals, this basically correlates to different types of religion, but being Catholic did not mean much when it came to thinking the same about certain topics, such as marijuana use, sex, or abortion. It doesn't matter what religion you are, this world has really come to a society that basically believes in the same thing, not because of religion. And that's just my opinion about it. People are generating their own point of view because of television or any other topic away from religion. And, the structure around religion is losing its passion for people that really want to go ahead and praise God, to just praise God, and not just to go to church whenever in need of something. When it comes to ghosts and demons and all those other types of superficial items according to society, it did not really mean that everyone believes them or believes that they're real, but most people did think so. In a Catholic religion, it just depends how you were raised. That in my opinion, it just depends how you were raised. But at the rate that this society is updating the media, anyone can have access to similar thoughts. Like I was saying, you can see someone post something, an idol or a celebrity, and that has nothing to do with religion. But just because you see them a certain way, you might want to follow their procedures, just because you see them being successful and, popular and having a bunch of fans, and, the list goes on. Going back to the chapters, it is just a matter of mood and motivation, in my opinion, when it comes to religion. Some people use God as motivation, while other people go to God when they have a change of mood or have something to pray for at that moment, like I was saying. It is not fair to compare answers with the same religion, and I was thinking this, but this survey would have been interesting if it was compared to answers that took the same survey a few decades ago, such as in the mid 70s. If we can compare the answers to then and then and there, we would have different opinions, and we would definitely have different answers. Only because social media did not exist back in the day, and that's my argument, that this is why religion is fading away, mainly because of society and the way we are approaching social media. Either way, it is very interesting to see what people have to say around my age, or whatever they think about religion. These are really valuable subjects that we're talking about, when it comes to the survey. Morals and opinions about certain topics, such as sex, which is a topic that is really left alone. But in this case, it was revolving around religion, since it is a sin according to the Catholic Bible. The Baylor survey is really great, reliable, with a solid set of questions for any kind of religion. That's my opinion. To elaborate, most of the religions have a god or something similar, but not all have the same expectations when it comes to morals or worshiping. You know, to further explain that, such a religion such as Islam, you know, they do have their own testament, but when it comes to society now, with all kind of media, Facebook and all that, it's really difficult to compare with them because we're all living in the same era, and they might have the same opinions as a religion such as Catholic or Christianity, and that's not fair to compare answers with them or Hinduism or any kind of other religion, because basically the religions are not really motivating people as much anymore. I mean, there are some people that are really strict to the religion and don't change it for anyone, but nowadays it's not what people look for right away. It's not a priority nowadays, especially here in the United States. Religion is just not their backbone, but it's more like their Achilles heel, something that can make them or break them. And that's where we have to change that as a society and as a country overall. And society has evolved to uncontrollable actions at times, and I say that it's not quite necessary. This is why I say it's not quite necessary to collect religious data, and that has to do with many people not being religious at all. Some people do not believe in God at all, and they might not have the same answers, or they might not care to answer, and they might not care to provide an opinion at all. Not many people care too much what might be there when it comes to living life, but at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to find out what people have to say about religion. That's just to top everything off. Some people just do not care to join a church or make going to church a Sunday ritual because they feel like they can do things on their own. And that being said, people don't go by the Bible anymore. The Bible is nothing but a piece of paper nowadays. Nobody's gonna not have sex or do drugs or kill because the Bible said so. Actions like moods and motivations, just like the chapters were saying. That makes a lot more sense. It just depends on how you're feeling, on how you were raised, and morals do count a lot, especially when you have great parents always sticking them to you. And you have parents that are really strict. I mean, especially at a young age, it might be the benefit of the doubt in the long run when it comes to the child turning 18 and escaping and doing whatever he never had the chance to do. And that's when the problem does come into play. But for the most part, it all comes down to parents even emphasizing religion themselves. They have the biggest say-so when it comes to their children, going to school, how long they go to school for, getting a job at a certain age so they can start working for their own things. And to top it all off, religion, religion comes from their parents. And in my case, it came within my father. My mom was on the other route, but just like other people might not have a parent that is there for them explaining the topics of religion, and some people have both parents telling them all about God and the evils and all that. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to morals and values. It's not a bad thing to question, but it could be mutual. I mean, religion is mutual. It's a mutual topic for everybody. And it is kind of difficult in this survey to talk about it with closed-ended answers. If you really want to know about religion and what people think about it, it would definitely be best to have essay questions and let them elaborate and explain what they really do think about it, because it's more than a yes or no question. But overall, this survey was great, and I believe survey is the best way to collect answers, in a matter of time. Is just the quickest way. So thank you for your time, and have a good day.